George R. R. Martin does not owe you his art. Let me say that again. George R. R. Martin does not owe you his art. Oh, but I invested. No, you didn't. You bought a book. George R. R. Martin doesn't owe you his art. George R. R. Martin posted a blog post this morning expressing his excitement at one of the side projects that he's been promoting by his late friend Howard Waldrop getting picked up and turned into an animated feature film. For anyone who doesn't know, Howard Waldrop was an acclaimed sci-fi fantasy writer in his own regard who was very good friends with George R. R. Martin. They had been for decades. He very sadly passed away in January of 2024, and since then, George, in trying to honor his memory, has financed a bunch of short films based on Howard Waldrop's short stories. This has been a passion project, which he has said is, dedicated to the memory of his oldest friend in this business and just one of his oldest friends in general, who he sorely misses and who he thinks should have, a little bit more acclaim, who should be celebrated even more than he already has been. And so this morning, he went to announce that one of those, short stories that he'd been, trying to get developed into a short film had actually been picked up, and they want to develop it as a full feature animated film. And how exciting is that? Except he can't really, celebrate that because he instead has to write things like this, which I will read part of, and hopefully I don't get furious as I do. After announcing that, hey, it's been picked up, I'm very excited. In parentheses, he writes, I know, some of you will just be pissed off by this, as you are by everything I announce here that is not about Westeros or the Winds of Winter. You have given up on me or on the book. I will never finish Winds. If I do, I will never finish A Dream of Spring. If I do, it won't be any good. I don't get some other writer to pinch hit. Like I said, if I do, it won't be any good. I ought to get some other writer to pinch hit for me. I am going to die soon anyway because I am so old. I lost all interest in A Song of Ice and Fire decades ago. I don't give a shit about writing any longer. I just sit around and spend my money. I edit the wildcard books too, but you hate wildcards. You may hate everything else I've ever written. The Hugo Winners and the Hugo Losers, A Song for Leah and Dying of the Light, Sand Kings and Beauty and the Beast, This Tower of Ashes and The Stone City, Old Mars and Old Venus and Rogues and Warriors and Dangerous Women and all the other anthologies I edited with my friend Gardner Desbois. So you don't care about any of those. I know. You don't care about anything but Winds of Winter. You've told me so often enough. But he goes on. Thing is, I do care about them. I care about Westeros and Winds as well, the Starks and the Lannisters and the Targaryens, Tyrion and Asha, Dany and Daenerys, the dragons and the direwolves. I care about them all. More than you can ever imagine. What the fuck is wrong with the internet? Genuinely, what the fuck is wrong with I'm sorry, but I know this might not include you, but what the fuck is wrong with you? And if you are not who I'm directly talking to, I think you know that, so maybe don't take this personally, but if you are, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is very clearly everything that ever gets said about George, all the bullshit, all the theories, because you've all theorized him and and psychoanalyzed him to death. This is the result of it. He has seen it, he's heard it, he's internalized it, and he can't announce the exciting development of a project, which again, he's just the fucking producer on, and it's dedicated to his dead fucking friend, but he can't even enjoy that because he knows that the second he writes something, this is what's going to happen. So he's heading it off for us. How fucking lovely. George R. R. Martin does not owe you his fucking art. He fucking doesn't. And I don't care if you think that you've invested in a series or whatever the fuck. That's not how that works. It quite fundamentally is not. You bought a book. You bought a book after he wrote a book. He wrote it, you bought it. That was the end of the transaction. Oh, he wrote another book? You bought another book? Congratulations, you made a second transaction. Oh, well, I expected it to be finished. He could have died. He could have died after the second one. And what are you going to do then? Go scream at the fucking corpse? Nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing is owed. And also, we need to just stop fucking putting words in his mouth because all of this is clearly nonsense. You know how I know it? Because he fucking tells you. He says, I do care. And I take him at his word. If you don't believe him, why are you consuming any of this fucking content? Why are you consuming any of my content? Okay? Get the fuck out of here. I'm serious right now. If you think he's a liar and by extension I'm a liar and we're all just brown-nosing Georgie, all blah, 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 unfollow. Unfollow all of us. Anyone who's making a Song of Ice and Fire content, anyone who's making Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, whatever, Dunkin' Egg, unfollow. Why are you here? You obviously don't like it anymore. You obviously don't care. You've invested too much of your time and everyone's just a liar. Oh, he got rich off of us and so he owes us. He owes you nothing. You made a financial decision. You made an artistic decision, and you cured an intellectual curiosity, and that was the end of it. That was not the beginning of some developmental like relationship between the two of you. The second you consume a piece of art from someone, they are not enslaved to you because you paid them money once. You are not that important. The community as a whole is not that important. I'm sorry, that's not how it fucking works. Oh, well, he owes an entire series. Okay, if his publisher is angry at him, they can go do something about it, not you. Everyone has developed this weird entitlement to what they feel they are owed. They feel like because you bought into a small portion of the thing, you now have ownership of the whole thing when you don't. If he decides to stop writing, he is entitled to do that. Has he said that he has stopped writing? No. So should we put it in his mouth that he has done so? No. We don't know anything. In fact, if you want to go off of like, oh, well, you know, we are owed things, even if I were to acknowledge that, okay, so you're still waiting for it. That's not the same as you being told you're not getting it. He has never once said that there is no books coming. He has never once said that. So you putting words in his mouth like, oh, well, he should just admit that it's never happening. Didn't say that. Why you are making an assumption. Your assumptions are not fucking facts here, okay? So everyone, please take 2 seconds, think critically, think, hey, maybe harassing, bullying an old man on the internet isn't the best way of spending my day. Move on with your fucking life if you don't like waiting. If you want, if it is truly this detrimental to your health that you think that the only way that you can save yourself is bullying this man, leave, find something else to be interested in, okay? Cool? Please do so. Also, do not take this as an opportunity to make up more speculation, to theorize more about where the books are coming, when are they coming, ooh, are they already written? And I actually have a theory that they're both already written and he's not going to publish them until after he dies. That is not your theory. That is every other person's theory. You are not special if you thought that once. I promise you, I get that comment 3 to 4 times a day. There is no universe, as we can see by the fucking paragraph here, where that man is going to take this abuse continually when he could just publish it and be done with you all. So enough with the fucking conspiracy theories. There is no conspiracy. He's writing and he writes slow. He has multiple projects. He's always had multiple projects. He's always written slowly. Oh, it's been extra long. Okay, cool. Go away. God, that really is just the dumbest fucking theory, that this man would sit through all of this harassment, would enable it to continue because, oh, I don't want to deal with the other harassment, the worst harassment, when the books actually come out. Fuck off. And I'm serious, anyone who posts shitty things in my comments, I will block you and I will not think about you ever again. I promise. And I'm leaving this till the end, and I'm sorry if you find out because you didn't watch the video all the way through. Boo-hoo to you.